Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
The Daily Compliance News for September 6th, 2024, the Lady Godiva edition. And we begin with that story from the OCCRP, that's the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Projects, which reports that Ugandan women staged naked protest against corruption. Police arrested women who protested topless on the streets of Kampala to draw attention to their country's rampant corruption problem. Yes, the naked truth speaks out in Uganda. Next up, President Trump says he's going to create a commission that's going to audit U.S. agencies. And you know who's going to head that commission? That well-known financial maven, Elon Musk. Yes. And I wonder who he will audit first. You think it might be the Securities and Exchange Commission? Well, you know, they have the Elon Musk desk for securities violations, so it's a good possibility. Next up, from the from the Washington Post, Billy McFarland, remember him? He was the fraudster who went to jail over his abortive Fry Festival. Well, guess what? He's got Fyre II coming. Yes, tickets are now on sale for the follow-up festival to the festival that never occurred. They went on sale for $499 on August 21st. No word on whether they sold out, but tickets will increase incrementally, with the last round selling for $8,000. So I wonder what could go wrong when a convicted fraudster tries to pull the same scam and fraud yet again. And our final story comes to us from the Wall Street Journal, which reports that a whistleblower has reported that the Bank of America has opened an internal investigation following allegation that bankers in Asia shared non-public information with investors before the bank sold hundreds of millions of dollars of stock. The whistleblower complaint alleged that bankers shared transaction details with investors before a stock sale in India was announced this spring, according to a copy of the complaint reviewed by the WSJ, potentially enabling the investors to engage in front running. Obviously, the sharing of non-public information ahead of a major sale of publicly traded stock is illegal. So, did Bank of America's Asia division engage in illegal front running? Did they allow others to engage in illegal front running? Well, the Bank of America, who certainly is been in the news for some not very good reputational reasons, now may have another matter to investigate. As I mentioned at the start of this podcast, the sponsor for the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico. Well, Ethico has a great new offering this month for you, a toolkit for middle managers. This is something that you, as the compliance professional, can use to move your compliance program forward by giving middle managers the skills necessary to answer a call for speak up or when someone comes in their office and raises a concern. I can't think of a tool that will be more valuable for you in the current era of enforcement. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.